Hey, Pokedad Fan Club, it's me, Pokedad, and today I'm doing a virtual booster box opening. I have about 7,200 um, coins here, so I'm going to go ahead and buy 36 of these, and we'll get into the Celestial Storm pack opening. Now, one thing I've been doing, I used to buy codes, but they've gotten expensive. So I usually don't buy them anymore. I usually just use everything, pretty much get everything for free. And these are going to give me locked packs, but I will also go do some tournaments. And I usually do it in expanded because people don't play as competitive as decks in expanded. So you can usually get farm some packs real easy that way. And I might actually do a couple videos on that just to show you what I'm doing, what I do. It's pretty simple. I usually play something like Trevenant or Night March, something that can get fast wins. But anyway, let's get on with the pack opening. So I got 36 locked packs. So without further ado, we'll open pack number 1 and see. Now, one thing about this set is it's really massive. So there's so many secret rares and so many GXs that I have to be honest, I'm not expecting to pull a Rayquaza out of these 36 packs. I imagine I'll have to trade. Now that's a good start. We got a Latios Prism Star, which would help us with a Rayquaza deck. So that's good. But in all honesty, the pull rates on trying to get Rayquaza is pretty tough, just because there's so many other good cards. So I'm really just doing this mostly to get some staples. I actually think this card is going to be good in expanded against Trevenant. And we got a Jirachi Prism Star, so that's interesting. We got 2 Prism Stars already. That's the other thing, is I've heard the Prism Star rates on both in real life and virtual are really, really high. There's a Dunsparce, which is supposedly going to be like the new Bridget, and a Reggie still. So anyway, guys, what is your favorite card out of the set? I'll leave that in the comments below. Tell me what you think of some, like the Jirachi Prism Star. You think that'll ever see play? I don't think it will, because the attack is 3, and to get lucky and get it in your prizes, I mean, yeah, it could swing the game for you, but I don't know. You also have to have a bench space. Here's Delmise, Giga Drain, Powerful Spin. One thing that Pokemon did start doing, supposedly, is making the uncommons and rares a little bit stronger. So you have stuff like Ludicolo and Swampert that could potentially see play. And then here's Slacking, Lazy, Critical Move. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Lazy. Okay. I don't think that's going to see much play. It's a stage 2, and it just it's hard to get out. There are some stage 2s, though, I think, like I was mentioning, Ludicolo and Swampert, that could be decent in the set. But then the next set in November, the one that's supposed to have like Fairy Rise and Lightning types, it's like supposed to be one big set and 2 mini sets all put together. There's Ludicolo. It's going to have like 210 cards in it, and that's just massive. Like, whatever the good card's going to be out of there, it's going to be so hard to pull them in real life. One thing I have noticed about the in real life cards, though, is that they have been very, very inexpensive already. Like, so I feel like there's more people bursting open boxes, more stores that are doing that. So it's driving the prices down, which is kind of good for us, the consumers. But it makes me wonder if there's almost too much competition right now, that it might be hard for people to make money doing this. Wow, we pulled a Rayquaza. Wow, we got lucky. That's amazing. So there's our first GX. So there's this theory right now about, some people are saying Rayquaza is really bad. Other people think it's really good. And I think it's pretty good. I honestly think it will see a lot of play in expanded and in standard, both post-rotation and Worlds format. So if you can afford to get this card, I would recommend getting it. If you're not going to be playing until post-rotation, though, maybe stop and see if it'll drop a little bit. I got fortunate. I was judging at a pre-release, and I was able to trade all of my judge packs for one, and then the guy opened up my judge compensation. Oh, we got a Palossand GX. Wow, back-to-back GXs. That's good. Oh, Shrine of Punishment. That's a good card, too. But I opened up all my I traded all my packs. I think it was 7 packs plus a promo. I didn't give him the promo though, just the pack. So it was 7 packs. So I got a little bit of a deal there because they were going for about 25 at the time, and you know, 7 packs times 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it, would be about $21. So I got a little bit of a deal there, and then he opened those packs and he pulled another one, and then I was able to trade some B strings and a Buzzwole GX. Wow, we're doing pretty good. That's another GX hit. So Buzzwole GX and some B strings and a few other staples. I think Buzzwole was going for about 15, and then the B strings are going for 2. So I was able to just get some get a pretty good deal there. And so I have 2 of my Rayquazas already. Macargo, really good card. This card is only going for like 30 or 40 cents right now, and I feel like this is going to be the next Octillery. So, so I think it could see value up to $2, $3, maybe even $5. So I recommend you grab this card. I think it's gonna be great in Zoroark, but I think it could see play even in other decks that just need help setting up. And basically, it always guarantees that you're going to get a supporter, even if you don't have a way to draw the top card. You're always going to guarantee you have a supporter for the next turn, so that you just continue. And really, the only disruption card your opponent has right now is Judge and Hiker. So, oh, and Alima. And I'm actually toying with Alima about playing it. I know it sounds really bad in general. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But going back, so anyway, I've got 2 Rayquazas. I still need a couple more, because you really do need the full set of 4 to have a good deck. Bayonet, wow, we've gotten pretty lucky. I'm really surprised we pulled Articuno, Palossand, Ray, and Bayonet. Pulled 4 out of 36, so that's pretty good. But anyway, so anyway, I got 2 Rays. Going back to disruption, though, I think the best hand disruption right now is Alima, Judge. How many packs do we got left? We're already down to, maybe 16 left or something like that. Hiker, which I don't think we'll see play. I think in the right kind of control deck, Hiker could see some play, but it's going to have to be like a deck that's totally dedicated to hand disruption. Maybe Absol, the one that can just automatically knock out your opponent. Wow, another Bayonet, a full art this time. Wow, I've got to say, I'm very impressed. This is usually not my type of luck, but we've done pretty good. But anyway, so you got Hiker, you got Judge, you got Alima, and then finally you've got Peking Red card. And I think of all of those, I think Peking Red card is probably the one card that's going to give the best disruption. I think Judge is only going to see one or two of in a deck. Now, I talked about Alima, alright, so hear me out on this. I know that it's a real high risk, high reward kind of card. You could potentially refresh your opponent's hand to 6, but you could also potentially put them down to 3, and at the same time you could put your hand to 6, or you could put yourself down to 3, and worst case scenario, you could give your opponent a hand of 6 and get yourself stuck with 3. So yes, it has a lot of downside, but I'm thinking about potentially taking the risk on it, simply because if you have a Rangaroo, you're still going to be able to kind of draw out of it. And if you're playing a deck that has a lot of item-based draws like acrobikes and whatnot, I feel like Alima could be decent. And the thing is even though Judge is a decent disruption card, you're guaranteeing that you're going to move yourself down to 4 cards, and you're moving your opponent to 4. And 4 is a lot easier to draw out of than 3 is. So we got another Bayonet, this time not a GX though. So for that reason, I almost think if you really need to disrupt your opponent's hand, I feel like Alima is going to, give you a better shot of actually doing that, and actually potentially stalling them out long enough for you to make a comeback. Whereas Judge, 4 cards is still 4 cards. Now I feel like Judge on turn 1 could be super strong. But anyway, so that's my thought on disruption. Most decks are going to be so aggro, like Rayquaza and Malamar, that I don't even know if you really want to worry about disruption. I think you just try to destroy your opponent as fast as you possibly can and not worry about disrupting them at all. Wow, Mr. Mime Secret Rare. Wow, for 36 packs, this is a pretty good pull rate. I don't know that this card's going to be great, and I can't even trade it off, unfortunately. But anyway, I've got it. Alright, how many cards do we've still got? Oh, we still got 10 packs left? My goodness, we're just doing great. And I'm just rambling on about my thoughts on the meta. Tell me what you think is going to be your favorite deck going into post-rotation. So I'm kind of have a mixed emotion about Zoroark right now. I think the best deck going into Worlds format is probably Zoroark Control, even though I think it kind of gets run over by Ray, but it beats just about everything else. And it can, if it gets lucky, it can slow down Ray enough that it can just keep using crushing hammers over and over to stop Rayquaza. So it has at least outs to beating Ray. The thing about Zoroark though, I think Zoroark Control is so strong that if you can build a post-rotation list with Zoroark Control, oh my goodness, wow, we got a Stack Attacker full art. Wow, yes, that's one card I've been looking for too. I really have been looking for Stack Attacker and Rays, and I kind of like Blaziken too. And there's a lot of other good ones. I think Scizzor's good this set doesn't have a lot of great cards, but it's got a lot of potential cards that have potential. So got about 6 or 7 packs left. Anyway, so going back to Zoroark, I feel like Zoroark could do Zoroark Control if it could be built post-rotation. Could be one of the best decks in the format post-rotation. The problem I'm having with Zoroark builds in general is without Bridget in the format, you can't set up quite as well as you would like to. So what I think is going to be a pseudo replacement for Bridget, and I know, call me crazy, but I think it's actually going to be Apricorn Maker, because you can play a heavy ball search. Wow, another full art, Alicia. Unfortunately, this is probably only going to be good in Buzzwole, but hey, it's another full art. So wow, I've got to say that I've been getting really good pulls off of this, and I've got 4 packs left. I don't know. I doubt we'll get one more, but if we do, I'll be thrilled. Um. Anyway, so where was I? Oh, so Apricorn Maker. Oh, this is the good Deoxys too. Wow, that's good. And a Grumpy. So Apricorn Maker, I think, could be, you could play a heavy ball search and make it like play nest balls and ultra balls and play flippy coin ball, the one that flip flip 2 coins, and for every heads you get search your deck for a evolved Pokemon. A timer ball, that's it. And if I could, if you could play a round of ball search deck, I think Apricorn Maker could be good both in the early game, like a pseudo Bridget, and also in the mid to late game too. And the reason why it's really good is you're actually thinning your deck while you play, while you're Bridgeting, supposedly, or fan clubbing, or whatever you want to say. So I think Apricorn Maker may be good. I just wish it said search your deck for 3 balls. I think that would be, I know that'd be broken. I think they were trying to find a healthy balance. 2 is almost not quite enough, but anyway, I think this is the last pack. And we got a Deoxys. We got all the Deoxyses there. So anyway, guys, I know I was just rambling along. We got some really awesome pulls. I'm really thrilled for what we got. We got a Ray, we got a Stack Attacker full art, we got 2 Bayonets, and we got a Mr. Mime and Alicia. So, and then of course we got quite a few other stuff. So anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Hey, tell me your thoughts on this set. I really love to interact with people, especially in the comments section, and I love to just brainstorm with people. So hey, give me your thoughts. What's your favorite deck coming out of this set? And if it's Ray, what's the best way to play it post rotation? If it's not Ray, tell me, how are you going, what's your strategy to beating Ray? Because I feel like if you don't have a way to beat Ray, then you're probably gonna, it's not really a good deck. So anyway, give me those thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we will talk to you next time. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll catch you later. Bye.